Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman. Welcome to this brand new video here on YouTube. And today I want to talk about something very important, and it's all about transformation, but it's wrapped around a lesson I want to share with you. Now, here's the thing, guys. I don't know if you know this, but we were involved in a serious automobile accident with my Jeep Gladiator and here in Puerto Rico. And what happened was we were hit pretty much almost head on, more on my side, but it was head on. And the truck is completely totaled. We all went to the hospital, but we're fine. Everybody here is fine. Angel, artistic son, which is 18 years old, he actually did an excellent job. He took care of the animals that were in the back seat as well, because the dogs were also involved in the accident. But we all had seatbelts on. Even the dogs had seatbelts too. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you because people have been hearing about this accident quite a bit, but they don't really know what really happened and things like that. So what happened was I was pulling out real slow, and somebody was coming out of like nowhere. I mean, we're talking bat out of hell. Did not even slow down. Did not even hit the brakes. It was just like instant impact. And I've never been in that type of kind of accident in my life. It was quite traumatic, actually. But I want to share something with you that really kept my cool through this whole thing. Okay. And what happened was, being in business for so many years and being mentored by amazing entrepreneurs who have helped me become successful, helped me understand how to be more logical instead of being emotional. And, I witnessed something pretty profound. During the accident, after the impact, the person who actually hit us got out of the car, was angry, and was punching the side of her car, and was, just yelling at us, all this kind of stuff. And she was really angry, and she didn't realize that she was bleeding from her face. So what Ace did, as she was bleeding from her face, she actually gave her some towels and stuff to cover her face. And but the reason why I share that with you is because sometimes when we don't really think with logic and we think with emotion, we become blind to what's going on around us. Okay. And for me, I kept everything very logical, because after I was unconscious for about 7 seconds, after I got out of the car, out of the truck actually, I went to the back seat and made sure that Angel was okay and the dogs were okay. So when I went back there, nobody was there. Angel actually took the dogs out, unhooked them from their seatbelt, put the leashes on, walked them across the street away from the truck. And then myself, as I checked from the back and he wasn't there, I knew he went across the street because I noticed that. Then I went to the front and I saw Ace actually rocking back and forth, blood coming down her face, and she was rocking back and forth screaming. And I kept calm through this whole situation. I had like a lump out there, my lump was like way out here. I had a concussion, and it was just a traumatic experience, guys. So what happened was I actually, held onto Ace, and I said, you're okay, you're going to be fine. I think what really happened more was like the airbag, when it deployed very quickly, and it hit her face and everything else like that. So I looked at her, I assessed the situation, I kept thinking very logically, not get emotional, and I just kept holding on to her, and I said, you're okay, we're all okay, Angel is safe, the dogs are safe, everything's going to be fine, okay? Now, it was a little scary, don't get me wrong, but I just kept thinking more logically about the situation. I had to make sure we had all our personal belongings, our phone, our wallet, our IDs and stuff like that. Well, that stuff was still in the truck. So I had to go back and grab that stuff and come back. So and then from there we were sent into the ambulance to the hospital, and where I found out I had a concussion. She has some bruised ribs. To say that we're lucky is an understatement. We're very, very lucky. And I can tell you that I'm going to teach you guys a lesson around this, because whenever something goes wrong in your business, you must let your emotion go and start focusing more on thinking logically, because something so simple can change just like that by you understanding what you might be missing. Okay? So if someone got out of a car crash and is like banging on the windows, banging on her car, being upset, and I realize she's bleeding from her face, okay? That means she's completely blind and she's not thinking logically, she's thinking with emotion, right? So for business, I want you to think with more logic. So if something's not going right in your business and you're failing and you're struggling, okay, we've been there, we understand. Think more logically. Start to look at what's going on in your business. Start to look at, like, okay, well, did I check my CTR? Like, what's CTR? That's click-through rate. So let's say you are into YouTube, like you're watching this video on YouTube right now, and you're wondering why your videos are not getting good exposure. Look at your watch time. Look at your CTR, your click-through rate. What are the numbers on that? If it's low, try changing the thumbnail. Simple action steps like that can really help you expand and get more results than you were actually missing. Because now that you're thinking more logically, you can figure out exactly what's wrong and what's right. All right? The only way that you want to be, the only way that I believe the way things work on the internet is that when you're running your business, you always want to focus with logic and you always want to see what's working and what's not working. Data is king, let me tell you. Always look at your data and see what's working because it's going to tell you what to adjust. Because in this business, it's all about test, track, and tweak, the 3 T's. You focus on that, then you can fine tune your machine, and before you know it, you'll start making some killer income on the internet. In the very beginning, it seems like nothing's happening because, we don't see nothing working. Number one, we don't even have the skill sets. So if we start getting upset, start getting emotional, we have to think with more logic and realize why things are not working, okay? Now, we've been running a system for so many years now that builds residual income in our business because we also do high ticket. But we realized that the residual income was really just as important as the back-end high ticket too. Because high tickets don't always come all the time, right? We also have residual every single month that's always coming in, right? And that really helps build our freedom lifestyle where we can go anywhere, we could be free, hang out wherever we want, create our own lifestyle the way we want, and things like that. But understand, would it never happen if we weren't thinking logically in our business, right? Even still to this day, we always have to look at new funnels and see what's going on. So if our funnels are working great, we know by measuring and tracking, we know exactly what's going on. We have to think logically on that. If it's not working, we have to change something. So by me actually looking at it and tracking it, I can know exactly what's wrong and adjust and change it and start to dominate, right? That's exactly what we do. So once again, guys, I want you to start thinking logically in your business and not emotional, all right? This video was a little bit different today. I want to give a lesson. I'm going to tie a lesson around this because it could help you actually figure out why things are not working in your business, all right? So with that being said, guys, my name is Rich Guzman. I want to thank you so much for stopping by this video. Click the link below this video. Check out the system that we use to create residual for life. And we'll see you on a new one, guys. Take care.